For many students, studying feels like pouring water into a leaky bucket, hours of effort only to forget most of it within days. Research shows that within 24 hours, the average person forgets approximately 70% of new information, and by day 3, only fragments remain. This phenomenon, known as the forgetting curve, explains why cramming is so ineffective. But here's the good news. Japanese students have been defying this curve for centuries, mastering thousands of kanji characters and retaining them for life. Their secret isn't just hard work, it's smarter learning techniques rooted in cognitive science. Most students rely on passive techniques like rereading, highlighting, and summarizing, which create an illusion of mastery. However, studies show these methods are inefficient for long-term retention. The brain treats passive review like background noise, quickly discarding what it deems unimportant. This explains why you might highlight an entire textbook, yet still blank out during an exam. Let's talk about what the way of they come to. They were simplified science. Picture this, you're studying for a big test. You've read the chapter 3 times, highlighted every important line, and even made pretty color-coded notes. But when the exam comes, poof, your mind goes blank. Sound familiar? Here's why. Passively reviewing notes is like trying to build muscle by watching workout videos. It feels productive, but you're not actually strengthening anything. Enter active recall, the samurai's secret weapon for memory. Instead of just consuming information, reading, highlighting, rereading, you force your brain to retrieve it from memory, just like a samurai practicing sword strikes until they become instinct. After studying, close your book and grab a blank sheet. Write down everything you remember, no peeking. Imagine you're explaining the French Revolution to a 10-year-old. Can you recall the key events without your notes? Explain the concept out loud as if you're teaching a class. Pro tip, record yourself, you'll instantly spot gaps in your understanding. The Kumon method, how 10 minutes a day beats 10 hours of cramming. The Japanese secret to effortless learning, you know that panicked feeling at 2 a.m. before an exam? When you're chugging coffee trying to cram a semester's worth of info into your exhausted brain, here's the brutal truth. Your all-nighter is actually working against you. Enter the Kumon method, Japan's famous learning system that's helped students master everything from calculus to kanji without burnout. The secret? Small daily doses of learning, like taking vitamins instead of waiting until you're sick to chug medicine. The 5-minute rule that changes everything. Instead of marathon study sessions, Kumon students do bite-sized 5 to 10-minute drills daily. Like learning Spanish? Spend just 5 minutes a day on verb conjugations while eating breakfast. In a month, you'll know them better than if you'd crammed for 5 hours straight. Repeat until it's automatic, like riding a bike. Kumon students revisit concepts daily until they become second nature, like remembering learning multiplication tables as a kid. That constant repetition is why you'll never forget 7 times 8 equals 56, even decades later. Spaced repetition, the memory hack that beats cramming every time. Ever notice how you can perfectly recite lyrics from a song you loved 10 years ago, but can't remember what you studied yesterday for that big test? That's your brain's natural learning rhythm at work, and spaced repetition is how we hack it. Here's the game-changing truth. Your brain isn't designed to absorb information in one giant gulp. It learns like a muscle grows through strategic, well-timed workouts. The magic timing that feels almost too easy. First encounter. Learn something new today. First review, tomorrow, just when you start forgetting. Second boost, 3 days later. Third reinforcement, 1 week later. Final lock-in, 1 month later. Remember planting seeds in school? You wouldn't. Drown them with water once and never water again, that's cramming. Water them every 5 minutes, that's obsessive rereading. Instead, you water them just as the soil starts drying. That's spaced repetition. Kaizen method. How 6 minutes a day can transform your learning. The Japanese secret to lifelong mastery. Imagine 2 students. Student A crams for 6 hours straight before exams, stressed and exhausted. Student B practices just 6 focused minutes daily, smiling as they outperform everyone. Which one would you rather be? The Japanese philosophy of Kaizen proves that small, consistent improvements beat brute force effort every time. Here's how to apply it. The 6-minute miracle routine. 2 minutes of active recall. While brushing your teeth, quiz yourself on yesterday's key concepts. Why it works. Like doing 1 push-up daily, this tiny habit builds mental muscle. 2 minutes of spaced repetition. Review vocabulary while waiting for coffee to brew. Pro tip: use flashcards in line at the grocery store. Turn dead time into growth time. 2 minutes of focus practice? Play one challenging guitar riff perfectly 5 times. This micro-drilling creates neural pathways faster than marathon sessions. The math that will blow your mind. Just 6 minutes a day equals 3 hours per month of high-impact learning. At 1% daily improvement, you'll be 30% better in a month without ever feeling overwhelmed. And the next method is Shuhari, the samurai's secret to laser focus. Ever caught yourself studying while simultaneously scrolling Instagram, replying to texts, and thinking about dinner? Here's why that doesn't work. Your brain wasn't built for multitasking. It was built for deep, immersive focus. Enter Shuhari, the Japanese path to mastery used by samurai, calligraphers, and chess champions. It's not about studying longer, it's about studying deeper. Become unstoppably focused, like a katana cutting through distractions. Create your dojo of learning. Just like you wouldn't meditate in a nightclub, don't study where you game or sleep. Use a specific lamp only for studying. When it's on, your brain knows it's focus time. Why this works like magic. Your brain releases focus chemicals when you associate spaces, rituals with deep work. Studies show that consistent study locations create stronger memories, like how you always remember where you left your keys. The Pomodoro technique aligns perfectly with our natural attention cycles. Your brain isn't a storage unit, it's a living, evolving network. These techniques work with your biology, not against it. Active recall forces your brain to strengthen memory pathways. Like walking through a forest, the more you take the same path, the clearer it becomes. Spaced repetition tricks your brain into tagging information as important. Kaizen's tiny steps prevent overwhelm while building unstoppable momentum. The best part? You don't need to overhaul your life. Just pick one technique to start. Comment, "Challenge accepted," if you'll try one this week. Let's start a learning revolution. Hit subscribe for our free guide. 5 Japanese study hacks your teachers never told you. Remember, small steps today lead to massive leaps tomorrow. Your future self will thank you.